Guys, before we start today's upload, if you are looking for holiday gifts, jump over to RwdyAudi.com. I've got brand new 2020 t-shirts, race, break, fix, repeat, commemorating how this season went. We've also got Traction Concepts LSDs, exact spec versions of what I'm running in my silver Rowdy Audi all 2020 season and all of 2019. And finally, for all you 27T owners out there, we also offer the big box Plenum, best $100 you're ever gonna spend on your Audi. Go over RwdyAudi.com and check one out today. And now let's get straight into this week's upload. Oh, are you gonna say hi for me?
Yeah.
Hi, say hi.
Hi.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. All right, well, we're in my garage. You know, on my last upload, I hinted at we need to get at this wiring harness. Well, that's exactly what we are doing. I'm in my garage. My son's getting ready to walk out the door. 3, 2, 1. Hi. Rewind. Where are we at? So we're in the garage. We're working on the harness, and I got everything laid out here on the table. We've got LT1swap.com pulled up. The general internet consensus is that this site has everything I'm gonna need. I've done my digging, I've done my research, I'm tired of researching, I think I'm ready. We're gonna start. I've got some YouTube channels playing in the background that should help me with any little like quirks and keep me on ideal tasks. I've read blog posts, I've read how-tos, think I'm ready to do this. So what we're gonna tackle here is, first off, this is a 5.3 liter LS truck harness. First, we're just gonna thin this harness, get rid of all the crap that we don't need. Then second, we're gonna convert it from drive-by-wire to drive-by-cable. And then third, anything that I'm gonna have to do or add for it to be on the LSA harness is what we're gonna tackle next. All right, well, let's jump straight into this, and I hope you enjoy this short montage. Be right back. All right, so on a side note real quick, before I get too involved in this, I just wanted to mention this. Like, I have never done an LS harness. I've done a lot of wire tucks. I've done a lot of wire extension harnesses, and I've even made like oddball bits for harnesses and changed pigtails and plugs. But I don't think I've ever done a complete standalone LS. Well, actually, I know I've never done a complete LS standalone engine harness. So this is going to be a big milestone for me personally. I've never done this, always wanted to do this. I thought it'd be freaking awesome. So I'm super happy that I'm doing this finally. This is like a micro goal of mine in life. All right, as I'm going along here, there's a couple quick things I want to reference for you guys. One of those being obviously LT1swap.com, but also another one that I have found through all my research is wirebarn.com. They got this really cool thing on here called a wiring calculator for combined wires. So if I've got X amount of wires, we'll say 6, or in this case 8 wires, we'll say 8 wires, and they're all 24, they're all what, 12 gauge probably, maybe, I don't know. But it says my effective gauge of combining 8 wires is an effective gauge of 3. So that means that if I want to take 8 12 gauge wires and put them into one ring terminal, I have to have a 3 gauge wire to power them all safely. I thought this was a cool little bit that I found on here, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm gonna get back to it. We got the first connector all shaved down. That's everything out of it. And well, no, that's a lie. I need to do this little bit right here still. So we're gonna knock that out, and then I'm gonna start pulling all the wires through that I don't need that are off the blue plug, and we're gonna pull those out of the harness. So yeah, that's that. And then also, I know I've already stripped all this. I know, you know, some of you guys are probably like, why did you do this in such a crazy mess? Well, first off, I know my harness is not gonna lay anything like it should normally. So I figured I'd just make spaghetti out of it and lay it how I want to lay, because I know that I'm gonna go through this and probably have to extend a lot of this. Let's get back to it. Guys, if you are new to this channel, please don't hesitate to smash that subscribe button if you love Volkswagens and Audis and Porsches and all things European, because that is all we do on this channel. We do DIYs, we do maintenance, we do drag racing things, drift racing things, autocrossing things. We build weird shit like this LSA powered Audi A6. And that's what we do. So smash that like button, smash that sub button, and continue enjoying this content.
Day 2.
Hello everybody. All right, we are back. So This is day 2 of working on the LSA Audi drift car wiring harness. To give you a quick walk around, here's what we got on the floor. This is all the crap that I'm not using. Full disclaimer here real quick. This wiring harness was not a perfect cut. Like, it was chopped up. I bought the engine for $200. Buddy of mine, Mo, hooked me up. Great guy. Oh, yeah, he's a subscriber. Just a cool guy to know. Bought this out of a Silverado. It was an 03 Silverado that he had. And I just said, take it out. I got a lot of shit for $200. I'm not complaining. So here's the deal. This is that truck harness. Now, I say that because there was a few things that were cut and haggard up a little bit. Like, I have no MAF housing. I think that was the only thing I was actually missing. With that said, here's what we got going on, all right? This is our ECM plugs, which this is the VSS for drive vehicle speed, and those are probably some other crap. These are some power wires, some tack modules. So I think one of these are like the check engine light or something like that. We come over to here and we have all the fuel injectors, and then this is everything that's gonna have to get power to it. Oh, some of those are relay triggers and fan triggers also. That's what some of this stuff is. We have our ignition coil wires, our NOx sensor harness, which this is going to be cool. I got to order a part from ICT Billet, but we're going to move the NOx sensors down to the side of the engine. So that's going to be really cool there. I'm kind of excited for that one. Engine coolant temp, source ground. This is my crank sensor, the ground wire, the map, which this will get, I do believe, gets repinned for the newer map sensor that matches the LSA lid. So I think I got to do that still, which if not, I got to figure out how to change that. Then we got the O2 sensor for driver's side, coil packs for passenger side, oil pressure, cam sensor, and then this is the other O2 sensor for the driver's side. We got the whole harness done. Everything's laid out. Now all we got to do, jump to the farm, put it on, and start making it fit lengths where I need things to go. And then we will basically tailor this harness to how we're going to have the engine laid out to where I'm having the ECM going. So we have a nice clean harness, and I'll extend it as I need to, of course, or whatever the case may be. I'm not trying to necessarily tuck the harness as much as I want a very uniform aesthetic appeal. Like, I want it to be easy to work on and easy to take off, and also easy to diagnose. If I have a problem in the harness, I want to be able to go in and just easily, okay, this is where it's going, this is where it goes, put a thing on each end and let's test the wire. Okay, let's test the wire, let's move on to the sensor, whatever the case may be, making the process of fixing this thing trackside 10 times easier. So not only doing this is going to help the car and make it easier to repair, but it's also going to familiarize myself with the way the car is laid out, so that if I need to fix it on the track, I can. Only thing left to do now is put it on the engine. All right, so let's go to the farm. And we're at the farm. All right, LSA, there it is. There's the rest of my awesome car. I love my car. I want to drive my car so badly. This is my car. So let's get this wiring harness out, shall we? I'm sorry if the audio sounds funky right now. I don't have my box mod on my GoPro. This is my B-roll camera, and I left my A-roll, I guess, at the house. So, any rate, wiring harness, there it is. There's not a lot to it. I'm gonna set you guys down real quick, and I'm gonna try to figure this out here and lay it out. All right, friends, ladies, germs, gentlemen, people. So I got the harness kind of sort of like laid where it's gonna go. Looks like absolute poop. Bunch of zip ties holding it together. Just trying to get a rough idea of the form. And here's where the ECM, I planned on putting it anyways. This is actually the factory mounting box out of a Chevy Express van. And we're gonna mount it something like that right up there. The reality here is that the wires are so long and of such different lengths, I can't just leave it like this. I would expect hate mail from every LS fan in the world at my doorstep if I just left it like this. Like, real, that's craziness. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna depin every single wire out of my harness here and lay it exactly the length that it needs to go, have a nice clean track, and then I will cut and re-spliced the wiring harness so it's all length to fit, and everything has its own laying in the harness. That'll give me the ability to go ahead and put the alternator plugs, the TPS, and the idle air control in. And I am 99.99999% sure we are going MAFless on this build, so it's going to be an air density thing only. So we'll run the MAP sensor, which will get modified and get the newer one. It'll go right there. The NOx sensors are not going to be going underneath the valley. I've ordered some ICT billet plates to put the NOx sensors. They're actually going to be down here. So, and then the ignition coils, one there, set there, and then the other set here. And then we'll just run our wires. And then we got obviously the oil pressure and the cam sensor back there. So there's a lot going on here. And I just want to pull every single wire, make it fit the exact length to the ECM inside the car. Everything will lay nice and smooth. And it'll just be a lot easier long-term to work on. So this is gonna be the first part of this installment. That's all the time I have for this upload. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Like I said, let me know how crappy my wiring is right now. I know it looks a little Hoosier. If you're not already subscribed, please don't hesitate. Smash that subscribe button, guys. I try to bring as much value as I possibly can to every single upload. With these builds, I hope that I inspire you to get up and work on your build a little bit. Not saying that you're lazy, but know that it takes time. You know, this car's taken me about a year so far, and it's working in my own spare time. Everything on this is very doable. You can learn it between YouTube, the internet, and your local library, friends and family. You can do this. So get out there, go build something. With that said, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. I'm Audi. Peace. Oh, you can guarantee there's going to be a part 2 to this.